Yo, Phantomaniacs! Welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. I know I'm late to the game again on this one. I recently reviewed a Snarf that's been out for a while, although Snarf wasn't out for as long as this was. I did not feel that this was worth the original MSRP to me. I definitely wanted the Baroness. I think the Tomax and Xamot are going to look really cool with the rest of my Crimson troops, but I just didn't want to pay how much it cost. I didn't think it was worth that. And they recently, Hasbro Pulse put it on sale, or moved it to their outlet store, knocked a little over $30 off the price. Is that right? No, a little over $20 off the price, because it was $89.99, and then they moved it was like $61.23. I don't know where they come up with the prices for the outlet stuff, but anyway, the price went down enough to where I felt like it was worth getting. Well, I felt like I had better get it because I would be disappointed if I didn't own it. So this is the Extensive Enterprises Crimson Strike team with Tomax, Xamot, and Baroness. The Baroness is a lot of new parts, and is Crimson. This thing is heavy. I was not prepared for how heavy this is. I don't know what exactly is in here. I mean, it's got to be the packaging, because it's just 3 figures and some accessories. So I guess the packaging is a particularly heavy box. And it is beautiful packaging. I love that it interacts with the Chuckles packaging, that it's the suitcase. Look, Tomax. Oh, look at that. That's great. I didn't know that was a thing. TMX, Tomax. And presumably, yes, XMT, Xamot. Really nice detailing here. I love this. And again, it's just heavy for some reason. So let's open it up and see what's in the box. I will not be saving this packaging any more than I save any other packaging. So that's another thing to me. It's a little difficult when a toy company does something and you know the fancy packaging is part of the price tag. It's a little tough for me to say, well, that's okay, because it isn't, because I'm probably going to throw that packaging out. So this is just a slip cover. This is the actual packaging. Oh, and you can see the slipcover has a nice gloss. Everything is kind of like raised surfaces. Very cool looking. But to the recycling it goes. And then what do we got? I mean, it is fancy pants packaging. Oh, and it even opens kind of like the briefcase would. Oh, well, this is, okay, so this is the same kind of thing going on here. It's just this part of it is flat. All right, whatever. We're not here to talk about packaging. We're here to talk about... Oh, not toys yet. So here we've got the screen inside. Gosh, I guess I will have to keep this box, won't I? Because this is too fancy to not keep. So you've got great artwork of them furious that Chuckles has stolen their suitcase. There's Chuckles kind of wandering off with it. Lots of great detail. That's fun. And then we've got I'm trying to manage the space this is taking up. I've got the files on the bats. Nice touch. I like, if you look at it, this looks like the artwork for the original bat figure. Because look at the way the joints are done. How cool is that? That's a nice touch. And then on the back, you can also have a suitcase full of Cobra Gold, which, how about some Cobra Gold in the line? How about that for an accessory? Okay. Moving on, finally, to our figures that look as good as I expected them to look. Look, this was not my reluctance. I'm trying to figure out how to get this top set up here without knocking over everything on the workbench. My reluctance to spend the money on this was not because I thought the figures were going to be subpar in any way. Does this maybe just come out? Okay, well that does. It's just that I didn't want to pay that. All right. Let's get the figure insert going on there. We got a beautiful Cobra background that I'm absolutely going to use for the thumbnail because, guess what? It's not glossy. So this should photograph very nicely. And I'll probably keep this. I just want to see what's under here. Oh, really? Nice looking embossed layer under there. Cool. Anyway, looks good. Great. You'll see that on the thumbnail. Or already saw that on the thumbnail, probably. So we've got 3 little storage lockers of accessories for Tomax. No, I don't want to get them mixed up. Wait, who is who? Where's our scar? There's our scar. So Tomax, Baroness, Xamot. I'm going to keep these down here. And let's get these figures out of this interesting... Oh my gosh, why so many of these things? So, to give a little background on my Joe fandom, the Crimson Guard, I love Tomax and Xamot. I liked their place in Cobra. I liked the idea that they were the heads of a legitimate business that was used to fund Cobra. I think that's a great idea, and I love it. And I always liked the twin thing, mostly because of... oh, shoot. For Your Eyes Only? Oh, gosh, the Roger Moore one with the circus twins. Like, it always seemed to me that that's what Tomax and Xamot were based on. That's going to bother me. Or is it Octopussy? No. I don't remember. Tell me in the comments. I'm not going to look it up. I'm not going to stop the video to look it up. Anyway, the circus twins from the Roger Moore Bond movie seemed like that's what Tomax and Xamot were. And anything even tangentially related to James Bond, to me, was cool when I was a kid. So they were cool. But as far as the Crimson Guards, which back then, that's really all the Crimson we had, because the Crimson Guard Immortal didn't come along until after 87, which was my last active year with G.I. Joe. And then other Crimson stuff didn't come along until I was the second time around collecting. And I didn't buy it then. So, anyway, what I'm getting around to here is the Crimson Guard was never one of my favorites. At all. I thought it was cool, but he was almost like... The Crimson Guard was almost like the equivalent of the Dress Blues Gung Ho, in a weird way. Like, it was just too fancy to me. It wasn't a figure or a character that I thought of as somebody that would be on the battlefield. And I was just never a big Crimson guy. I only had one Crimson Guard when I was a kid, and I probably used him... I think I used him as Cobra Commander's, like, security guard type guy. I don't know that I even really related him to Tomax and Xamot. So what I'm trying to say here is this whole Crimson thing and liking it and being interested in it is relatively new to me. But I do like it, and I do like all the Crimson troops I've gotten classified, and I do think Hasbro's done a really nice job of making this sort of common color for this unit, this splinter of Cobra, in classified. Yeah, these look great. They look great. Of course they look great. So let's get... We'll save Baroness for last. Tomax and Xamot, essentially the same figures that they were the first time around, just with red, with gold. Let's do them that way. That's the way they stand always in my shelves. Look, we've seen these figures before. I'm not going to spend too much time on them, but they've got fantastic portraits. They look great. I like the red, gold, and silver and black they've got going on here. I think it is striking. It looks good. And I got to tell you, I might actually prefer these to the blue ones only because the silver on this one looks a little more metallic, looks a little better to me. I don't know. But whatever the case, these are going with my my Crimson Troops. They look awesome. I guess I'll real quickly look at the joints and everything. They're everything's moving fine. I'm not going to waste any more time on these guys. They look cool. Look, they just do. This is a more striking look than the retail versions we got. I got to say, I'm glad I've got them. All right, so accessory-wise, let's see what we've got here. Oh, thank goodness that's not taped shut. I like these. I'm going to keep these little boxes here, too. They can go on the shelf. Oh, they've got stands. I don't think I realized that. I don't love, because with the reveal of the newest retro reveals, which we talked about on this week's Audible Interlude, I have noticed that the stands are going to be different colors, because the Snow Serpent stand is white. I don't like that. I want all of the stand, because it's going to look janky on your shelf. I don't care for it. I really like this gold gun. I would rather all the stands just be black. Joe and Cobra, because all these different colors are just going to look ugly on the shelf. The gold on the blaster looks great. You've got the suppressor. Plugs right into the front there. Hopefully. There we go. So now with that red on the barrel, very striking. Looks cool. I dig it. And then we've got the two crazy looking knives. Gold hilts, silver blades. They look awesome. Good work. And this is Tomax. So yes, he goes right here. You know, I haven't even used one of these. I don't think I've put anybody on these stands yet, because I don't use stands for my classified. So realistically, I don't care what color they make them, because I'm not going to use them. But they should all be a uniform color. I think it's goofy to be doing different colored stands. I don't like stands on the shelf anyway, and I hate when I have to use them. But making them different colors is even worse. So there you go. Fits on the stand great. Xamot's loadout is going to be the same thing, I'm sure. Does not come with the zipline thing, which is very disappointing. And I don't know that there's room for retro Tomax and Xamot. I don't think that's really much of a possibility. Unless they can get their silver looking a whole lot better than it did in the retail releases. That's, if you go back and watch my review of those, I was not very happy with the silver on those. I do think it looks a little better on these guys, and I don't know if it factually looks better or if it just blends with the, or not blends, but contrasts with the gold and the red better. But there's Xamot on his stand that I will not be using. And then finally, the star of the show, the one that was, oh man, I really, really want that figure. I'll almost pay $90 for that set. Oops, no, I won't. The Crimson Baroness with her awesome metallic red chest plate. Nice silver cobra on that. Great portrait. Double jointed elbows, which is new. Love the cobra detailing here. The silver looks great. And she's got less gold than the twins, which is cool because it does make her stand out, but then the gold on the belt buckle works really well. This is, from a toyetic perspective, this is my favorite Baroness in the line. She's got a really ugly waist joint there, but it's completely covered up by her belts, so it doesn't matter at all. The hair is a softer material, and the way it's sculpted, you can move her head around a good bit, so it's not really interfering there. Man, This metallic red is fantastic. I would like to see more metallic stuff like this in Classified. It needs to happen. Give me my Super Trooper. I need it. All right. Although he really needs to be vac metal, but I don't have any illusions that Hasbro, because I do believe we'll get a Classified Super Trooper one day, but I don't believe he'll be vac metal. But if they can get this kind of metallic shine on his armor, I'll be happy with it. Okay. I don't even remember what Baroness comes with here. I know she's got a significantly different loadout from the other Baroness figures. Oh, and it's all gold. I like all this gold. It's just cool. Okay, so that's everything out of the bag. She, of course, also has her stand. Crimson Strike Baroness. I don't know that the Crimson Strike part of that is really necessary, but whatever. I'm going to go ahead and put her on the stand just because it's going to make her easier to deal with for her loadout, maybe. She fits great on the stand. Lots of fun stuff here. So, oh my gosh. Okay, so she's got the snake, the bionic snake or whatever it is. It's not a bionic rattlesnake, unfortunately. That came with the original Baroness figure in gold and black with little red eyes. Looks fantastic. Put those portraits off to the side. We have a gold Uzi. I'm sure this is the same as one of the ones that came with Snake Eyes. Oh, she's got two. She's got a pair. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right. She has got her same knives in with gold hilts. Great sculpted snake heads. Very cool. Those are going to go in the sheath-ish things. Oh, wait. No, they're not. Whoa. Is that different? Wasn't that storage for the knife? No, probably not. I can't imagine they sculpted a new piece, but I thought her knives went back there. But maybe I'm thinking of the movie Baroness. Okay. Set those to the side. She's got her cool little hand blasters that look awesome. She is loaded. I love it. So those go back there. And I've got to go look at the other Baroness because I really thought her knives went back there. I haven't looked, I'll be honest, I haven't really looked at that figure in a long time. Hang on. Okay, yeah, it's the same. Exactly the same. It's just that it's all black on the other one, so it doesn't stand out as much or look as cool. So there are those. We've got suppressors. For these gold and red guns, I understand people who don't like them because they're not realistic. Well, I don't understand that, but I know that those people exist. But those just look really cool. This is great. So there are those. She's got two different pairs of glasses, which I don't know that I was aware of that. She's got circular frames and then smaller frames. And we've got a weird mask face that is awesome. With like earbuds going on in there. And then the smiley lip biting face that some people found a little off-putting. Which to me just looks like she's thrilled by the idea of the menace she's about to cause. So look at the yellow lenses on those glasses. Those are fantastic. And then the glasses are nice and rigid. They're not rubbery like buzzers. And then the circular glasses, both pairs fit really nicely on the figure and look right. And then the alternate hair that I'm going to try and get placed correctly, that's kind of sweeping off to the side, as opposed to just hanging down the back. And I believe you can swap. Yeah, you can put whichever hair on whichever head you want. So that's cool. I am definitely not using the just default boring face. I think I might go with this one. Just because it's so dramatically different and like on the shelf with my Crimson Troops, like that's going to be striking. And honestly, I mean, this could be a character that isn't even Baroness. So that just makes it more interesting on the shelf as well. Yeah, that's pretty killer. I like this set a lot. No, I did not want to pay $90 for it. No, I don't think at the end of the day it's worth $90. But it is absolutely worth having. If you're a classified collector, I don't put this in the same category as the other skippable stuff that's out there, which there's not much of, to be perfectly honest. This is a cool special set that I think deserves to be on the shelf, certainly on my shelf. Very happy that I finally got it. I think it was worth this 61, 63 or whatever weird price I paid for it, with free shipping, of course, for being a premium member. I have found that to be well worth it. Crimson Strike Team, finally here. Like I said, a little late to the game, I know, but I just wasn't going to pay that initial price for it. But now that I have it, I'm thrilled that I have it. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things, and until next time, Crimson Cobra.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.